All right, Madea fans, this is kind of a follow-up video on the success of a Madea homecoming. Tyler Perry posted this yesterday. Wow, since the beginning of my career, I was always told that black movies don't do well in other countries. I wanted to say thank you, not only to the ride or dies in the USA, but to all of you in the rest of the world that helped Hollywood see what I've always known. Movies with black people in them can appeal to the entire globe. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Netflix. And he went on to post a couple of pictures basically breaking down the charts, and it's pretty insane. Madea top 10 film is a top 10 film in 33 countries on Netflix. Pretty insane. Even more insane is that only a week, and well, to be honest, it hasn't even been out for a week yet. It is the #1 film going between February 21st and 27th. And remember, the movie came out on the 25th. Over 31,560,000 hours watched. And it beat out, like Twitter, the Tinder Swindler, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Those were number 2 and 3 spots. They've been on the charts for the Tinder Swindler for 4 weeks. Texas Chainsaw for 2. Those films only got like 17 million. But here we go with Madea just blowing up the charts. Now, this video itself, I don't know exactly how this scales to a fall from grace, but I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that in less than a week, the Madea movie did bigger numbers, but only time will tell. I'm pretty sure there'll be more reports once a full week has come and gone, and I'll definitely follow up on that. But what I want to say in this video is whether or not, well, actually, my original video yesterday was going to be, should a Madea homecoming be the final Madea film? But then I saw this post and I'm like, let me put it this way. Should it be the final film? Yes. Will it be the final film? I doubt it. Look at how much success it's gotten. A Fall from Grace was ridiculed because of how bad it was in regards to like the set pieces, the wigs, people eating invisible food, drinking invisible beverages, and this and that. Madea, for the most part, yeah, it's just a hot mess in places, but a good hot mess because it's a Madea film. You know what to expect. It was trending for the homecoming parody and whatnot in the end credits, but overall, Madea is still a powerhouse, not only in the box office but now on streaming services. So even if Tyler doesn't do another Madea film, even though I think he will, the success of this film could be the next stage in his development. I mean, obviously he took over, he killed it on OWN, he's nailing it on Viacom, but now you have this huge platform like Netflix, and I feel like the sky's the limit. We got a Jazzman's Blues coming out later this year, and I feel like based on the success of that combined with Madea, I think Tyler is going to start making more movies like this. That's just my opinion. So when I look at the Madea homecoming, yeah, it wasn't, now that the hype has kind of died down, and I looked at it a second time over the weekend. Well, actually, what's today? Wednesday. I watched it a second time Monday night. Yeah, there are a lot of problems. Like, I don't like how the drama, in regards to Laura, Davi, Richard, Sylvia, that was all kind of like lumped together in a 10-minute scene as opposed to kind of stretched out. But overall, when I look at a regular person who doesn't do this for a living, like my mom or my nephew, my sister, they enjoyed it. And I'm like, that's what really matters, And that goes back to what Tyler Perry said. This movie isn't meant to be like, award winning or anything. It's a movie that delivered a laughs. And I did laugh. But when I look at it from a story perspective, I'm like, it's kind of a mixed bag. It's like, some of the jokes kind of dragged on too long and this and that. But it was a good film. And like I said, I ranked it number 6 in my Madea films. But I just feel like this isn't the end. If nothing else, the success of this movie just opened the next era of Madea. Now, don't get me wrong. During the press tours and whatnot, Tyler has made it clear like he's 100% ready to hand over the reins to someone else. But let's be real. If it's not Tyler Perry wearing the Madea outfit, that movie isn't going to do as well. Maybe it will get views and whatnot just because people are curious to see what the next Madea has in store. But it's going to be a pale comparison to Tyler Perry. But we'll just have to wait and see. Not to mention, let's say if Tyler Perry isn't Madea, that doesn't mean he wouldn't play Joe. That wasn't mean, he wouldn't play Joe. That doesn't mean he wouldn't play the other characters. It's just that he himself is ready to retire the character. So we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, this movie, holy crap, incredible. Just, I applaud Tyler Perry, his team, everybody involved. Netflix for really putting Madea out there like this, because Madea was already out there. But I feel like if nothing else, this success of the Madea film only shows that it doesn't matter what Tyler Perry does, he will never eclipse the success of Madea. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's like Madea is the thriller of Tyler Perry's catalog. You know, he might put out content that's better than Madea content, but in terms of worldwide acclaim and recognition, Madea is his Mickey Mouse. Yeah, Madea is the Mickey Mouse of Tyler Perry Studios. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think that this was the true final Madea film, or do you think that, you know, Tyler was saying it because he meant it, but then when he saw how successful it is, it's like, well, damn it, you know what, with the money made off of this film, I can use it to fuel more projects, so maybe I will do that. Madea and Mrs. Brown Take Europe, or, you know, something along those lines. So, I mean, I know he's a billionaire, but it doesn't hurt to make a few, you know, tens of millions from a Madea film. I'm just saying. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, I appreciate any feedback or discussion points in the comments. So hit the thumbs up button to show you like the video. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description. Hit subscribe and hit the bell icon and select all. That way you don't miss out whenever I post content on the channel.